Hey guys, welcome back to Montana Made. It's the weekend. I have my Blazer back, which is affording me the opportunity for multiple projects. It's a 1984 GMC Jimmy. I think I've had it since I was 17. It's like being reunited with an old friend, although the old friend comes back with a lot of leaky gaskets. Anyways, today's episode is changing a fuel filter on a carbureted engine. So pretty easy start. I feel like there's a couple fuel issues with this truck, so we'll roll into that. This winter, it's in my garage. It's not a truck unless you can sit in the engine bay, obviously. So we're gonna do everything from painting to body work to all sorts of mechanical stuff, some electrical stuff, interior stuff, anything you want. It needs done on this truck. So otherwise, the engine's great, the transmission's great, and it turns on and drives fine. Yeah, anyways, it's going to be a good episode. All the following ones are going to be even better. So let's get started on the fun stuff. So the first thing that we need to do on the Chevy 350 engine, it's a crate engine, is obviously we're going to remove the air cleaner on top of the carburetor. So doing that, you take the wing nut off the top, remove the lid, remove the filter element, remove, there's two vacuum lines on here that you need to remove as well, and recirc air lines. So we'll come down here, there's just two. Okay, and so now the air cleaner tray is free of the carb, so we just push that aside. And we have our carburetor. So what we're looking at is just a 2-barrel carburetor. Pretty basic setup. I'd like to do a 4-barrel at some point, but for now we've got a 2-barrel and that does just fine. The fuel filter that we're going to replace, so there's your carb, just so you guys can get a bearing on this, is in this housing. So what we need to do is grab our wrenches. So this is our fuel line coming in, and remove this nut. It's a 1-inch nut, and we'll back that off and this should come out, and I will let me crack that, and then I'll turn the camera back on and show you what to do. Okay, so we have our 1-inch open-ended box wrench. You can see where it says filter. That's where your fuel filter goes into the carb at. And what we want to do is that is on its 1-inch nut. We want to hold that in place while we take this fuel line off. So we got the fuel line already broken off. What it takes is a 7/8 inch box wrench to take that off. And what else we've also got going on is we got our blue rag to catch all the any excess fuel that's left in the line. This line is your fuel line headed down to your fuel pump. So that's where that guy goes. And all that incoming gas to the engine is obviously filtered out before it goes in your carburetor. So we'll see how far. I've got to back this out. Before we are disconnected. It should be any time now. I feel it getting easier. There we go. So our fuel line's separated. That's what that looks like. Didn't have any fuel come out. And now I will I'll get resituated, and we'll take that that nut out of there that's holding the fuel filter in place. So let me get situated, and I will bring the video back. Okay, so we are back in place. I loosened this guy up so we can get it out of here. It's just finger tight now. a lot of threads, and that just pops out. So as you can see, pretty dirty filter, honestly. This truck has been cold-blooded, as people say, but the real reason it's cold-blooded is because it's I feel like it's starving for fuel. So the first project on this truck is to examine the fuel system, put a new fuel pump in as well. So we will, I'll show you how to replace this, and I'll compare these two side by side real fast. So let me take that filter out and show you the difference between new and old. So here we have our fuel filter parts. What I wanted to point out are the little things that can typically get lost or missed. So obviously we have our old fuel filter, definitely needed to be replaced, and the check valve that's in that filter, obviously the pressure of the fuel is pushing this check valve and crushing that spring. Anyways, this thing's toast, so we obviously, each filter is different, but they should all have their own check valve. I bought two from AutoZone actually that did not have the check valve in them. They were just a cardboard, gasket on there, which you can see right there, but they obviously didn't have this check valve. So I just had to go to the store. I got a new one with the check valve, and then we also have the fitting that hooks onto your carb, and this nylon O-ring that seats right there. So you just want to make sure that this thing's still intact. It looks fine, it's not broken. So when you install your filter, the check valve side goes into the side facing the incoming fuel. Incoming fuel pushes on that check valve, opens it up, and lets fuel come into your filter. And this end of the filter is the business side that goes into the carburetor. So yeah, that's pretty basic. I'll take you guys to the installation now. Okay, so we are ready to install our new filter. What I'm noticing about this carb is I'm gonna definitely need to rebuild it. It's got some leaks around it. What I'll do is clean up all these leaks and figure out where this is actually leaking out. But anyways, we've got our fuel filter ready to go. Our gasketed O-ring nylon is on our coupler, and the fuel filter is in the correct direction. So we need to move the fuel line out of the way and install that guy right back into the carburetor. And so just screw that back on, and I guess I'll take the time to screw that back on because I'm holding this camera with one hand and I don't want to cross thread this. I'll take my time, and then I'll come back and show you the fuel line install, and we'll wrap this up. Okay, so I have mated up this gas line to my carburetor. The way that you properly do this is you take your 1 inch before you fit your fuel line and crank that down to the mounting point on the carb until it's tight, and then you mate up the 7/8 inch fuel line to that coupler. So, well, there you have it, guys. Pretty easy. Obviously, I have a lot more fun stuff to do, which I guess all costs money, right? But I hope to have a lot of free time as well. So I think that might be something that's coming up with winter happening. So in Montana, it gets too damn cold to do anything outside. So inside we go with the project truck. So anyways, I will keep posting videos as I get these little projects done. We'll get into some bigger, cooler stuff, like I said, on the front. Do some painting and some serious body work and some interior work as well. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Feel free to like and subscribe, leave comments, and I will, again, hit you up on another beautiful day.